This podcast contains paid advertisements, but more on that later. Welcome to the O'Connor Bootstrap Podcast, where I discuss how you can grow your business by the bootstraps. This applies to all entrepreneurs, from the person just starting up to the one that is already well established. My goal is to help you grow. I am your host, Isaiah O'Connor. So today I'm going to start off with my sponsor, Audible. It's audible.com, link in the description below. What is Audible? Audible is audiobooks. People read books, you get to listen to them. It's great if you're really busy. I've got the podcast, attempting to try to keep up on the blog. I've got a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old boy stuck home because of coronavirus, and trying to run a balloon business, and plan for my comeback here coming up soon. And I picked up another job planting trees in the meantime to make ends meet until I can reopen my business. I've got a lot on my hands. I don't have a lot of time to sit and read. But you know I do have a lot of? Time driving in my car and time walking around and planting trees. I can listen to things. So that means I can listen to my books. So if you're really busy, don't have time to read, but you want to read and consume books, multimillionaires, multiple businessmen read a lot of books. It's very important to read. If you're an entrepreneur, if you're a business person, read. It will help you succeed. So this is the easy way to go. Go check them out. 30-day free trial, $14.95 after a month afterwards. Quite honestly, if I had the choice between Audible and Netflix, I'd take Audible. Just me. And if you cancel the account, you keep your audiobooks, you get 30% off of all additional purchases. You can exchange your audiobooks if you don't like it. You can swap it for free. Great customer service. You can cancel it anytime. You're not locked in. They're really great. So go check them out. They're amazing. Audible.com. Okay, so I've been doing a little run on content creation lately. And I was going to jump into more about blogging, and then next time do more about podcasting, next time doing more about video casting, YouTube, etc. But as I dug into it, I realized there's more research I need to do to give you all a better, more precise details on these things. So this is a little teaser into the upcoming podcast I'm going to try to get going here in the next week or so. Got a lot of my accounting done. I've got a little bit more time on my hands, so I'll be able to start getting some more research in and getting some better details into the podcast for you. So with that said, what am I going to talk about today? Well, I'm going to talk about consistency. Why is it important to be consistent, and how can you improve it, and that sort of thing. So this is going to be a little short one. I'll probably revisit this subject as well because there's a lot to it. But basically, when it comes to your customers, you need to have a consistent product. The quality needs to remain the same or improve as long as it remains consistent after the improvement. So this holds true especially if it's something like a restaurant. Every time there's a restaurant, matter of fact, I worked for a restaurant that went bankrupt, and you go to a restaurant, and if the food tastes different, depending on who's working in the kitchen, that's not a good thing. People will not want to go to your restaurant if they never know how the food's going to taste. That's a lack of consistency, and you're not consistent in a restaurant, it's certain doom. You have to remain consistent in your quality, in the flavor, in the taste in a restaurant. It's a big deal. I'll probably dive into restaurants a bit because I have way too much restaurant experience for my own taste. But anyway. Now, when it comes to, again, back to the flywheel concept of an everyday consistency of pushing. Again, you have to be consistent. You have to push through every day. Again, that whole flywheel concept of pushing and doing things consistently. If you're a content creator, what does consistency look like? Well, maybe not the same flavor every day. Obviously, it's not a restaurant. But coming up with consistent times of posting, a regular posting for the most part. Now, not every content creator posts regularly. I know some that post very intermittently. There's no real rhyme or reason to when they post, and they still have a lot of followers because their content is just great. But therein lies the consistency. They consistently provide great content, even if it's not at a great time. And it's consistency you need to build on. Again, back to there are no overnight successes. You can start off, say, do a YouTube video, TikTok video, whatever. Throw a little meme up, and it goes viral. But that's only so good if you do one thing that people like and then no one else likes your stuff afterwards. Yeah, you get a little boost, you get a little hit. It's great for a moment. And then the attention goes away and the moment's gone and you're back to having your normal everyday content. And if your everyday content is not good, then all that boost and all those eyeballs and all those advertising dollars, those will go away. So you have to work on making your product good, making your podcast content good, your blog good, whatever it is. Consistently make it as nice as possible, as many different variables that you can throw in that make a consistent thing. For example, YouTube. You have the same opening, it's the same closing. Something that people will know. Music, people hear the music and they think of you. Okay, that music, I know I'm watching this video. Hey, I know this video, this music, they're closing the video. All these different things add a layer of a consistent product, set up expectations, and then deliver on them. That's consistency. You also want to consistently exceed people's expectations, of course, but there needs to be that level of consistency for people to have expectations to exceed. So the more consistent you are, the more consistent of a quality product you put out, no matter what it is, then people will be happy. And I've seen this time and time again. You go to one guy and he fixes your car, vacuums out the car, cleans the car, and returns it to you for the same price as someone wanted to fix the car with. It's an incredible customer service. You'll go back to that guy. But if you take the car back to the guy and you need something like an oil change or something simple, or it doesn't matter, you go back again. But this time, instead of cleaning your car, he leaves it filthy from his boots. He changes the oil, but he does it wrong, and so you have to take it back because he forgot to put an oil filter in or something really bad, and it's just a horrible job. And then you try to give him one more chance, and then he does an okay job. The car is clean as it was going in. It's not any cleaner. The job is done correctly, but in a normal standard time, so it doesn't take extra time. And then the next time he does a great job again, and the next time it's a horrible job, next time it's an okay job. You're not going to go to that guy again. So you have to remain very consistent. So when you're consistent and provide a consistent product, you will train your customers what to expect. And if you train them to expect a certain level of quality, of timing, or whatever thing in your business you find consistent, for example, even with, like I had mentioned, with content creation, it's not always easy to create great content every single time. But you can be consistent with things like upload times, like intros, outros, all these things to set some sort of expectation that someone knows what they're getting into. Now, there is a type of training with customers you don't want to train them in, and that is things like consistently giving discounts. If you are consistently giving discounts to customers, customers will come to expect discounts. In the realm of entertainment, people are often asked to work for exposure, i.e., we don't have money to, or we don't want to pay you to do the job we want you to do. We just want you to hopefully come and work for us for free, and hopefully maybe somebody in the audience might maybe hire you in the future. Maybe. It's called working for exposure. Be exposed. Well, the problem with that is I have personally never got a paid gig from a free gig. It just doesn't happen. Now, I've done free gigs, but that's because I choose to do them for free because it's a charity organization and I'm doing it because I want to help out the charity, and they let me hand out a few cards, and I've gotten 1 or 2 events because of that, but that's because I chose to work for free with them because I want to help them out. But again, working for exposure, if you do a free job, you will teach people that, oh, if we just tell them to work for exposure, we'll get them for free. And you will train people to constantly ask to work for exposure. Problem is, in some industries, because of a constant need for people to try to get their name out there, there's a lot of people out there that will work for exposure, thus training customers when they come to you that you should work for exposure too. So consistency can be bad as well as good. Consistency in the industry can be bad as well as good. So there's different levels of that. And of course, you never want to be consistently bad or consistently mediocre. If you're consistently bad, you won't last long. And if you're consistently mediocre, you'll last a little bit longer, but not much. You also want to be consistently improving. So you need a baseline to improve from. I will consistently post every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. That's going to be my constant. How am I going to change? Well, I'm going to try to be better with my content, better with my research perhaps, go get better mics, try to get production quality up. Little improvements as I go, I will make improvements, and that's fine. That's not violating consistency. You have to find some spot that you can be consistent on to set a baseline, and then you improve on top of that. So, for example, your operating system. It just needs to work. Your Windows, your Mac OS, whatever. It just needs to work. You turn on your computer, you just want it to work. Sure, you can do things to make it better. You like music, you put a music player on it. You like videos, you put a video player on it, or whatever. You can always add to the baseline. You can make things better, but there's that consistent. The computer just has to at least turn on consistently every single time. Otherwise, you get mad. So, a little rambly here, so sorry about that. I am consistently rambly. Okay, there you go. Anyway, back to the focus of you need consistency in your business. You need the right type of consistency that brings customers back, that trains customers what to expect, consistently friendly service, consistently smiling, consistently helpful. Those are good things. Consistently good content, or at least as good as you can produce. Or for me, consistently family friendly. Whatever your constant is, you pick it, but do something so your customers know what to expect. And then another thing is, when you go off consistency, it can make a big impact. You can impress somebody. If you're a content creator and you're normally talking very calmly and very calm, but something big happens and you get excited, it breaks that consistency, but it will make people pay attention more because he's off script. This is not normal for him. Therefore, we need to pay more attention because this is not normal. And as long as it's once or twice, you can actually have things that happen that break the constant that make a bigger impact because they are out of the norm. They catch people's attention when it's not a normal thing. So consistency can be a tool to bring people in and to highlight and emphasize things that you want to highlight and emphasize, be it in product creation, be it in content creation, in service creation, whatever it is. It's always great to have a baseline. You can exceed that baseline from time to time. You can surprise people once you exceed that baseline. But you got to have a baseline where it's always the same. Anyway, you all have a great day. I'll talk to you on Friday. Bye-bye. Okay, just as a reminder, we do offer a free 1/2 hour, no obligation consultation. All you need to do is go to our website and contact us through there, or you can contact me directly at my O'Connor Bootstrap podcast Facebook group or our Atheoz.com Facebook page as well. And if you would like to support this channel, the best thing you can do, of course, is to like and share and subscribe. That helps the most. Or you can check out one of our affiliate links. And of course, I do have a PayPal and a Patreon account, and the links will be in the description below. Thank you very much. You all have a good day. You have been listening to the O'Connor Bootstrap podcast and Atheoz Business Solutions podcast. For other podcasts, past episodes, and related blogs, please check out our website at www.atheoz.com. That is www.atheoz.com or theoz.com. Until next time, I've been your friendly neighborhood entrepreneur, Isaiah O'Connor.